Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back baby with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about botched and ready. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because there's a clip of Summer Walker that is currently going viral. I'm gonna share the clip with you guys, but I have to ensure that it passes a certain timestamp, okay? And I have to show the clip quickly because, you know, with YouTube, you have to be careful, right? So we know that Summer Walker, she's a, singer and she's a mom. And we know that before the plastic surgery, she had literally like one of the best bodies on the planet. If not, she had the best body on the planet. But Summer Walker, you know, with mom, you having kids, not liking the changes in your body, you're gonna want to fix a few things. You're gonna want to do a little nip and tuck here and there. For some of us, not all of us, for some of us, we're gonna want to fix the things that we believe to be, you know, just unappealing, not attractive, not sexy. And apparently, and unfortunately, Summer Walker happens to be one of those women. So what had happened was Summer Walker decided that she was going to share a video on social media. This video is one of her in a two-piece bikini and heels, and she's doing her walk, you know, and Beyonce's playing in the background, you know, just a hottie doing hottie stuff. But when you look at the comment section on all platforms where the video has been shared, no one is liking what they're seeing on Summer Walker. And that is because, as I've said, this girl, she literally had one of the best bodies, if not she had the best body on this planet. And I'm not exaggerating. She had a perfect little derriere, very perky, very proportionate. Like she was a perfect 10 out of 10. So if you are familiar with Summer Walker, how she looked in terms of her natural body, you know, versus what she is sharing in this clip, you would know that, you know, a lot of people were going to have something to say. And a lot of people who had something to say, they weren't scared, ashamed, nor afraid of saying it. So many of them were like, no girl, no girl, this is not it. Like, so many people, as I've said, I've seen the video on, it is on Twitter, it is on Instagram. Shade Room has shared it and they're saying, all natural females, please heart my comments. And that comment has over 51,000 likes. Another person said, ladies, in real life, us men love natural bodies. We love you just the way you are. Another person said, maturing is realizing the Shade Room condones bullying. It's not condoning bullying. They share clips all the time and they allow people to have freedom of expression. I guess some people do not understand how Instagram works. If Instagram does not all right, so Instagram is sensitized. There's some comments you cannot leave on Instagram. It doesn't matter on which account, right? So if you are about to comment something that they seem as, you know, being salacious or bullying, they actually suppress your comments. They actually tell you to review your comments, edit your comments, and then if you don't, they actually suppress it. So I don't think Shade Room is condoning bullying in this case. This is what the Shade Room does. This is what these blog pages do. And how is it bullying if Summer Walker shared the video of herself on social media, knowing that, you know, it's 2025. People are very opinionated. We know that we're in the era of BBLs and plastic surgery, but she as seeing what the internet is capable of. Why should we be babysitting people on social media in some scenarios? Because you guys know that I'm not the one who condones bullying, but then at the end of the day, we have to understand that there's a difference between bullying and being factual. People are being factual in this case, and that's not bullying. The truth, yes, stings, burns, hurts, but that's not bullying because she did share it on social media. If it was the case that, she shared something on her page and they do not like what they're seeing on her page. And if they were in her comment section calling her, 101 different names, that would be bullying, because that's like going to someone's door, or living next door to someone, and you're there being shady towards that person, knowing that that person has never caused any aggression towards you. That person has been peaceful towards you for the most part, but you just don't know how to leave that individual alone and mind your own business. So in this case, it is not her page. She shared it on social media, and she knows that the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and the various blog sites, blog post channels, and all of that would have talked about it. But maybe the reaction that she's getting is not the one that she was expecting. Because remember, whenever there is body dysmorphia, or if someone is feeling themselves, right? If she's feeling herself and if she sees herself one way in the mirror, like, who are we to tell her that she doesn't look as how she feels? And that is also body dysmorphia, like the things that they see, we don't see it, right? So as such, when people on the internet talks about individuals like Summer Walker, it's not as though they're bullying, because, I haven't seen any hateful comments so far. They're just saying, I thank God for my natural body. Men are saying, women, love your natural bodies. If people are saying, you know what, Summer Walker, you look like a robot. You look like an alien. You look like a crash spacecraft. You look like something out of space. You look horrible. You look disgusting. You look despicable. You could deem that as bullying, but so far, this is the nicest I've seen people been on social media. Honestly, this is the nicest I've seen people been on social media towards an individual like Summer Walker, who shows the plastic surgeries and stuff, and not get dragged. People are just saying, this is just not it. And what I think as well, when I look at the images, I think that it's just the hips, how the plastic surgeons oftentimes cannot get some things right. It's just the hips. I think everything else is fine. If they were able, or it could be the proportion of the backside that makes the hip looks a bit off. But other than that, I think she looks amazing. I think she looks great. Other than that, she looks amazing. So as such, with people saying that people are bullying her, that's not bullying. No one is using any harsh words there. I looked into the comment section and I can honestly say this is one of the cleanest comment sections that I've seen on social media for someone with a plastic surgery body who the internet is not down with. This is honestly one of the cleanest comments I've seen, and that's just my honest truth. But anywho, guys, let me know what is your 2 cents on the matter. Do you think that that is bullying, or do you think that people are being honest? Because I'm only seeing one individual classifying this as bullying, but everyone else is just saying, love yourself, love your natural bodies. And then one individual is being quite realistic. It's just the proportion of the hip that is off that makes it look so weird. And that is so true. Well, anywho, guys, let me know what's your 2 cents on the matter, providing that you have an opinion. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys in the comments section. Peace.